Upon trying to break in the engine, the pull start stripped. I found the solution.
Hey tubers, I figured I'd bring you back in my struggle with this dynamite engine, with this nitro engine here. This is called the Tiger Drive. This one right here, the 689. It fits the dynamite engine, luckily. But, as you can see, it is hitting the bulkhead in the back. And I would have to clear quite a bit of that out of there to make that fit like that. And if you have it pointing up, then it'll hit then the exhaust is in the way. And pointing down, that's not going to work either, because there's no way to access this through there. And I certainly wouldn't want to have to hold the car up in the air to start it. So putting it down wouldn't work. So you can see it's in that bulkhead by quite a bit. But that, huh? That's a no good, no go. Not good. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make this fit in there. Not really sure what to do, guys. I'm stumped. Maybe I can cut a bunch of this bulkhead out of there, but I don't know. Really ain't looking so great. Yeah, oh boy. Wow. I'm thinking of taking my angle grinder and cutting a big chunk out of that. Excuse me, it's raining out and it's awfully muggy today. But the Tiger Drive came in. They sent me a new pull start because I called, I messaged, or didn't call, I emailed the A-Main Hobbies. And they sent me a new pull start. This is the exact same pull start that it came with. You see with that roto gear on there. Same exact thing it came with. So if I put that on there, chances are I'm just going to strip that sucker out again. So I want to put the Tiger start on there. Well, how am I going to fit this? I had tried making shims to shim the engine up. But the further up you go, the further over you have to go for it to line up the spur gear. And then the side chassis plate won't go back on. So they can't do that. It has to stay down. There's no way around that. You can see the way that's the Tiger Drive, and you can see the way that's aiming, that's shaped like that. It's bigger than the pull start was. Oh boy. If it ain't one thing, it's another, huh? And I gotta move this mount over that way more because I moved it over so I could shim the engine up. But I still wasn't able to get to the drive on the pull start there. Whatever you call that thing. But since this came in the mail, I'd much rather have this Tiger Drive on here. This is aluminum with metal gears. It's a lot stronger than that there. I got some people told me to heat up the engine at 200 degrees and crack the glow plug loose to start it. I got the same fuel sitting in here for 2 weeks now. I think the fuel, look, the nitro is evaporating out of it. I think I gotta dump that fuel out and put fresh fuel in it, which is what I'm gonna do before I fire it up. But that was part of my problem last time. I didn't dump the fuel out because I was trying not to waste it because it's expensive. But I guess the fuel evaporated, the nitro evaporated, and that fuel in that tank's not no good no more. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit this in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to cut a big notch out of that. But when I use my angle grinder, I usually go outside to do it, and it is pouring out. If I do that in here, I'm gonna make a mess. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there. There's no doubt we're gonna get there. Just how many hoops do we gotta jump through until we get there? That's the big question. So yeah, I don't know. That's my mission today, is getting this all to fit in there with the Tiger Drive on there. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I figure something out. Alright, tubers, I got it in there. She's shoehorned in there. I had to grind away at that to fit that in there. And then I had to grind this because this chassis went straight across. So I had to... Actually, it went down a little bit, like you see over there. Well, it was different than that side, but trust me, it went down, but it pretty much went in the middle of it. So I had to grind a bunch of this out of there. You can see I grinded away at that with my angle grinder and a little bit of filing. So yeah, so it'll turn over from here. So next, I think that's clearing. Yeah, that's clearing all the way around. All right. I just stuck that in there. I just got these 2 screws and those 2 screws in. Now I gotta put the rest of these screws in. Yeah, so I shoehorned her in there, made her fit. It was quite a bit of work, but it's in there. I got the mesh is good. It's not fighting itself. You want to make sure that when you line up an engine to the spur gear that it's not too tight or too loose. Yeah, buddy. So I just want to get this thing running. I just want to drive this thing, right? And then if I want to do 2 changes to it afterwards, so be it. These are old T-Max tires. These are just for testing purposes. I'm going to get different tires, but for now, these are going to have to do. They're actually pretty flexible considering how old they are. I don't even know how old they are because I got them used. And I painted the rims. It needs a body. I don't have a body for it, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We just gotta get it to run so we can drive it. Let me get a couple tanks of fuel through it. And I don't know. I'll order a body soon, a little sooner than later. We'll get there. Excuse me. A little burping. But yeah, she's shoehorned in there. If any of you guys got an old Savage .21, Savage21, that's what this is. It's the old school Savage, not the newer ones. Not the XL. This is the Savage21. This came with the 21 motor. Of course, this is a 28, the big block. The 21's a big block as well. It's just a little bit bigger. But this made it tight in there. And you can see I've already taken off the chassis there. Those screws are up against the chassis, but it's fitting. It's as tight as it possibly could be. But she's in there. Barely, but she's in there. So yeah. I realized if you have trouble with your exhaust leaking like I did, if you pull the rubber boot off of there, there's a groove right there. I could have put O-rings on there. I didn't realize. I used Ultra Black gasket maker. This was for the oil pan on my Dodge Ram. I put an oil pan on my Dodge Ram. Well, that was left over, and I used that to seal the gasket to the exhaust. So now the rubber boot is sealed to the exhaust. So it's just going to get shoved back on there once I clean out all the little fuzzies. And I'll shove that back on there. But we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I have a little block heater coming that goes over this, and you plug a 2-cell LiPo into it, and it'll heat up the block. I was also told to crack the glow plug free, loose, and that'll help it turn over until it gets running. Then once it's warmed up and running, then I can tighten it back up. So those little tricks are going to help me when I finally do get this thing running. We will get there. I think I'm going to post this video as it is, and hopefully you all like it. But we're going to get bashing sooner or later. I got to put that bumper back on, because I thought I was going to be driving it from the rear with the stock pull starter, but it wouldn't work. So I got to put that bumper back on there. Goes on there. I got to put that shock back on there, but yeah, the important part, the motor is in there. Yeah, buddy. Y'all stay confident but humble. Until the next video, I'll see you next time. Peace.